we use different words for that I still find a little bit like, wait, what? What did you say? And nappy is one of them. Because in my head, and I lived in Harlem for 4 years, like nappy refers to the texture of the hair of someone who is of African descent, not what you put on a baby. So sometimes when like I just hear nappy randomly, like I say it myself, but if I hear it randomly, it's a little bit, can we say that? It's not racist, we're reclaiming it. And like that's kind of, you know, like if you just like someone of African descent, might even sound maybe more white middle class. Yes, I could, and let me tell you how. A very, very, very sad thing happened to me over the weekend. Like, probably the saddest thing that's happened to me in 2017. I went to tea at the Marion, and when you go to tea at the Marion, you get one of those fancy cake plates full of beautiful things, and it's savory sandwiches on the bottom, and then there's tea cakes on the middle row, and there's scones and tea wrap and lemon drizzle and 2 different kinds of Battenberg cake, and it's unbelievable. And on top there's like clotted cream and lemon curd and 2 different types of jam, and there's so much food that you couldn't possibly eat it all. And I was with friends, and there was lots left over, and you get to take it home in a really pretty bag that says the Marion Hotel, and it just feels so nice and fancy. And I got to take it all home because all my friends were going off on Saturday night for big nights out, and I was going home to get my tits out. Because that's what my husband demanded. I left the leftovers in the taxi. Thank you. I know what you're thinking. Like, this woman can afford to go to tea at the Marion and take a taxi home? Not really, but I did. And then I left the leftovers in the taxi, and I kind of lost my shit a little bit. Excuse me, language. Like I got really, really upset. And I was trying then to be like, don't be ridiculous, like, try to be happy for the taxi driver. And I was still thinking in my head that the taxi driver and his wife had this huge fight. We had been talking since Christmas, like maybe about a gay son, and the fact that like the gravy was ruined or something. And he walks in with this Marion bag full of cakes, and she's like, oh my god, and she falls into his arms, and they renew their vows or something. But I was so crushed. Like the scones were mini scones. And then I started to feel guilty because obviously there are bigger problems in the world, right? Like the American president is a horror show, and in Syria, and the Irish government will repeal the 8th Amendment. Like all this stuff I care about, but I hadn't even tasted Battenberg cake. Like I had like 4 pieces to take home with me. And guilt is not something I'm used to. I'm not Catholic, I'm not Jewish, I'm American, and we're the best. But being a parent, I've turned into a walking guilt stick. Like every